Welcome to Maker Conversations. I'm your host, Tiff Marchand, and today on the show, we have Matt from the Wooden Mustache. Matt is another Massachusetts maker. He's off in Framingham, and he's a really cool dude who I actually met on Clubhouse. So that's where we got to talking, and he's just a really fun person to sit down with and get to know. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you again for listening. I hope you enjoyed Christy's episode last week. And I've got some really cool guests coming up soon. Stay to the end of the show and you'll hear who I'm excited to interview this week. All right, guys. Thank you and enjoy. Welcome to the show. I had a co-host all lined up for us and their kid got sick, so it's sad.
Oh no. There's something going around. My wife's just getting over it.
Yeah.
I fingers crossed have not got whatever she had.
Yeah. I had Sam from Woolly Petals as the co-host tonight. I thought that would be a lot of fun.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, I thought it would be entertaining.
Yeah, Sam's awesome.
I was just stalking you. I was like, let me do a quick stalk because I met you on Clubhouse, not on Instagram, so yes. I think, right?
I think, yeah, you're probably right. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because sometimes you follow people because you come upon them, either you become friends with them or you like what they're doing. But now there's this whole other level of Clubhouse where you just meet random people who come in there and, end up having these cool friendships with different people. And especially because of all of us in the East Coast here, it's actually nice to be able to go, hey, you want to go to dinner? You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's that extra fun thing. So that's really cool. But I saw that you had started in October of 2020 on Instagram, at least on Instagram.
That's when I stopped. I stopped sharing on my personal Instagram and my personal Facebook and stuff, and just because it was no one cares about this. My family could give two flying, So I followed a bunch of YouTube woodworkers, Instagram. I wasn't really big on Instagram.
Okay, more YouTube for you.
Yeah, and I always told myself, I was like, I don't have the skill to give anyone anything. I'm learning. I'm learning by watching people.
Right.
That was kind of who I was and stuff. And I watched April Wilkerson just go from nothing to, where she was 4 years ago, even, and it was just crazy how, she documented most of the process and, she'll openly admit, I've never done this before. So, it could go great or, we'll see.
Yep.
And I mean, that goes hand in hand with everyone's journey. I feel you got to challenge yourself and kind of do something new and see
it'll
how
break
it goes.
You if you don't. At least me, I was broken, as we all know. I'm on my healing process now.
Yeah,
but that's cool. So April kind of got you into this and then kind of brought you into this world from viewing her. And is there other people that you watched too that kind of inspired you?
No, I used to watch Matthias Wendell. I'd obviously watch The Wood Whisperer. What's the Woodworking for Mere Mortals? Steve Ramsey.
I don't know them, but I oh, okay. I would say I don't watch a lot of YouTube.
Oh yeah, my
but
YouTube
I like hearing what you're into. Yeah.
My YouTube consumption is next to nothing these days, but
yeah.
There was I don't want to say the wrong country, but it was somewhere in Europe, MTM Wood, and he made these crazy end grain cutting board and crazy patterns,
got you.
The cubes with
I know. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yes, I've seen this stuff.
Very
crazy patterns.
And his YouTube video had zero audio or zero talking or anything. It was literally just
all visuals. And
visual
sounds.
and showing the process and, the cuts and whatnot. And I thought that was so cool at the time. And like I had bought a table saw like shortly after I bought the house in 2012 and stuff, but like at that point I was scared of that thing. I was like that kicked back on me, like early on, and I was like, okay, you gotta respect
Mm-hmm.
it. And I it took some time and stuff and got into it and whatnot. And I had a friend that was living with me back in like 2013, 14, and he's super handy. Like he makes the joke. My father used to come and borrow my tools when I was 16, like
Mm-hmm. One of
just
those
like
guys. That's like,
super handy, can like look at something and be like that, just like
I love that when people
very,
have that skill.
very great person to have around. So he was living with me at the time, and he had his big toolbox on one side, I had my toolbox on the other side, and like kind of just like started insulating the garage and making it into a more workshop. And like we built this simple bench behind me that's just
Oh,
like
okay. Yep.
2x4s and a piece of hardboard on top, and it's just very simple. It's still holding up. The It needs to be replaced though. But I mean, it was awesome to kind of like work with him and stuff. We redid the windows and doors. We
Oh,
put
that's
a bluestone
awesome.
patio down. We built a 10 by 12 foot shed. Um, we started the siding on my house. I haven't finished the siding though.
How long ago did you move out?
He moved out in 2016.
It's time to finish the siding. That was for your wife. I'm just
Oh,
helping her out.
yes, it is. I'm at like 90%. It's that last 10% that's just like,
I get
you
it.
know.
There's like some molding I have to do, or just like some very basic trim in my bathroom. I
Mhm.
remodeled a year ago. I just gotta trim it out, just a tiny bit. And I look at it every day. And whenever I go out, what do I forget to get? A couple pieces of trim.
Yep.
I have to like
Yep.
make it a project day. Just you're gonna do this today.
I uh I redid our main bathroom. We have like a half bath in our master also. And I never put the molding down on the baseboard or even trimmed out the window. I just just said like
You got it to a
Jackie and
point of finish and then left it. Yeah.
well, it's just like Jackie and I are the only people that see this bathroom, so it doesn't, whatever.
But it's getting to you now.
It will eventually. No,
Yeah.
no, what will probably happen? We'll like see a crazy deal on a house somewhere, and I will have to finish it like immediately.
Yeah,
And like
just
that
to
putting it
sell.
off, it just like bit me in the ass.
Is that something you guys are trying to do? Like move somewhere else right now? Or must
I
be kind
would,
of in
l-
thoughts?
I mean, we've had the conversation. We keep going back and forth. I, I would love a different area. Like I've asked her, like, what if we like built a shop on the property,
Yeah.
and she wasn't really for that. So I mean, I'm stuck in a one car garage right now, and
Same, my friend. Not a
you
lot of
know,
room in those.
there isn't. I can make it work though, but in order, I would love a CNC. I would I would absolutely love to
Yeah.
be able to make stuff on a CNC, but in this little space, not. Maybe a tiny one. Maybe like
I
a
have my Onefinity in a one car garage, but you have something really big behind you. Is that dust collection right there?
oh, the dust collection's actually up above.
So what's on the bottom?
There's a lathe. Let's see where
Oh,
it
okay.
is.
That's a lathe I'm looking at. Okay.
Yeah, the gray
Yep.
piece is that's like a 36 inch, 36? No, 24.
Got you. So that takes up a good footprint right there.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna get rid of that. I don't like I really want to get into turning, but I want a smaller lathe. I don't need a lathe that big.
Just like pens and stuff.
Yeah, maybe some small bowls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
nothing crazy. I mean, that's probably
That takes up the room of
two.
a CNC almost.
It literally does. It would
Yeah,
come out a little bit further, you know.
we found your space. Look at that.
Yeah.
They are
Oh
game
well.
changers. It took me, I think, 2 years of I was hand router carving for about two
Uh-huh.
years, and then my back and my neck and everything were just killing me. And my dad forced me to buy a CNC. So I ended up getting the X
Oh.
Carve. He's like, you have to. He's like, you're literally breaking yourself. Because he saw how bad I was hurting. And like I had the twins that they were super young. They were only, 1 and 2 at that point. So like
Hmm.
I was constantly holding my babies. So like having that plus the routering, my body was done. So like it was a forced situation for me because I was all like hashtag no CNC, thinking you're such a badass. It's like that thing where the debate of scrollers going to a laser. It was
Yep.
definitely me doing like the hand router carvings and then going like, I'm gonna get a CNC. I'm such a sellout. But like,
Yep.
I don't fucking regret it. Like, it is the best thing I've ever gotten. And now upgrading to the 150, like, is the best.
Yeah.
I hated the X carve. It was too complicated for me. I didn't want to adjust belts and things like that. I want
Yeah,
zero maintenance or
that's probably
minimum.
what that's probably what I'll end up going with is a
Yeah.
150. I've had so many people that that are like, in passing, just, oh, you need a CNC, oh, you want to buy blah blah blah, and I'm like, what is that? And it's not 150 because they're selling that, buying a 150.
Mm-hmm. It's a good machine.
Yeah, yeah, I like it a lot.
So were sharing on your personal pages. You decided to
Yes.
go with, public, just making your own account, a business account. The
Yep.
mustache is something that you've kind of always had throughout your life, right?
So,
Or is that
there's a
like is they
backstory with a
you made a
mustache.
name for this account?
So my wife hates the mustache, by the way. I'm gonna throw that out there. She absolutely hates it. Um, so my father has had a handlebar mustache as my entire life. So I'm 39 and never known my father without that mustache. My uncle started growing the same mustache in like the mid 90s.
Okay.
Um, and so like they both have pretty good mustaches and stuff. So it's kind of like in the family and stuff. And for the longest time in my like late 20s, I would grow the mustache in from like August and then shave it off in like December or January or something. So it was like seasonal.
I got you. It's mustache
And
time.
right. Well, it was just kind of like getting that Movember, like the full
Mm-hmm.
Movember out. And so when I met my wife, well, prior to meeting my wife, a mutual friend of ours, they worked together at a lab, and he was like, "Oh, like if you're looking to date someone, like I can hook you up with a friend of mine and stuff." And he kind of teed me up and stuff, and I she called me like out of the blue and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Um,
You drifted on us a bit.
I did. I did. Um, so he was showing her my Facebook profile, and the first picture that pops up is me with a mustache. And the first thing she says is, he doesn't have that all the time, does he? And he goes, no, no, no. He just has it for a little bit. Like, what month is it? No, no, no. He doesn't have a mustache right now. So she you know, move forward. I finally like asked her like, can I grow the mustache? And it was always seasonal and stuff. And then when COVID happened, I was just like, maybe I should just like go for it and think of something like with a mustache theme or something and just
Mm-hmm.
ride ride
Ride the
Ride
mustache
the
wave.
ride the mustache. So I ended up asking her for an idea, and she actually came up with the mustache, the wooden mustache, and he said, go with it. Like let's do it. Package it up and ship it.
That's so
So
cute. That's how you know she
um
loves you. She's gotten over it. Even though she doesn't like it,
so
she's gotten over it.
yeah, maybe one night she'll just like scissor half of it off. Oops.
Looks like you have to shave it now.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun shaving. It's fun shaving the mustache because like when I would grow it during the like short 4 months time, I it would literally just be like the ends. Like the ends were like the curl and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't I could literally just shave the middle part of
Oh,
my upper lip,
please
and
don't.
I'd still have the must. Oh, I have pictures.
I'm sure everybody who enjoys playing with their facial hair does have photos. My husband, we were shaving him for our, like, wedding something, like his facial hair, and he did it, of course, like he shaved off he had a full beard. So, you know, it goes from beard to goatee to mustache to all the goodies.
Yeah, I did I shaved mine down to like a little tiny I don't want to say that word,
Charlie
but
Chaplin.
yes, but I left the outside so that I could recurl it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like
God.
a little tiny mini mustache just
Oh,
under my nostrils.
gross.
Oh, it got weird. Yeah, it got
Yeah,
weird.
tends to do that.
Yeah.
Well, like you started focusing on your shop more and stuff as like your community grew and you started to know people. How did that
Yeah.
happen for you? Like, was it natural? It was like a good progression to that.
I feel like when I got more active on Instagram and like following more people and like engaging with people and stuff, I instantly wanted everything that everyone else had, you know. And I was just like, oh, that just like dollar signs going through my head and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was good at the time because I was just like, okay, like I'm just gonna like buy a tool if I need it, like if I need a track saw, like I'll buy a track saw,
Mm-hmm.
like but I'm not just gonna buy a track saw just to be like, got a track saw,
Yeah, right.
like it's
I do kind of want
there
a
if I
track
need
saw
it.
though.
It
Everyone's
has
making them look so good.
oh man, my I struggled. I ripped plywood sheets, 4x8 plywood sheets down on my little Bosch crafts uh contractor, my like rolling Bosch
Mm-hmm.
contractor saw table saw that I had, and I ripped tons of plywood through that thing, and it kept up for what it was. Like I made it work, and once I got a track saw, I was just like, oh, this is so much easier because like I have about 20 22-ish feet, I think, from front to
Oh
back in here.
yeah, yeah.
So to maneuver, because I want the saw dead middle so that I can
Mm-hmm.
get it, because it's
So
not
all the
gonna
wood,
get
yeah, exactly.
so that but I do have some of the little roller
Yeah. Yep.
stands that I can put on the infeed and outfeed. So I can get support and stuff, and I could do that like by myself because 99% of the time I'm in my shop by myself. It's pretty rare
I mean, same. Yeah.
for yeah, I don't and like no friends really like live close. Like my friend Mike that lived here before, he lives like 45 minutes away now. Like
It's not
we can't
that
just like
bad.
go, oh, it's too far. It's too far. I want to just push a button and be like, transport
That's
me to
COVID
like
talking to all of us. Before COVID, 45 minutes is nothing. That's my
Yeah.
commute to work. Like that was my minimum commute to work. It used to be an hour. So like for me, I'd be like, oh, sure, you're 45 minutes away. Sure, no problem. Be right there. But
Yep.
after COVID, everyone's home all the time. So like that kind of a drive
Oh,
seems like
I gotta take a day out of
a day. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I don't um ah, yeah, I feel like COVID kind of ruined it for me because like I used to always kind of be like, oh, let's go to so and so's, let's go to so and so's,
Mm-hmm.
go out to eat. Like, if anything, not going out to eat as much. Oh my gosh, what a money saver!
Oh
Like
yeah.
for my wife and I, like sometimes it stinks cooking for two people. You know, it's so, and I'm lazy. Like I don't want to. But I mean, I don't want to go anywhere ever. Like, the older I get, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just be here. Like, when's the last time I left the house? You know,
Well, that's why I did that reel of this is why I don't leave the house and it just showed all my tools. Because it's true though, because we have everything at home that we want to play with. So it's like that free time that you have, you don't want it to be commuting somewhere or at a store. You know what I mean? You
right?
want that time to be in your shop doing what you love. At least I know I do.
Yeah, I definitely do. No, I in the past, like 2 weeks, we've just gone through, like, our house has had so many different things going through it and stuff with new appliances. Like, we upgraded our fridge and dishwasher. Our dishwasher was shot, so we needed to replace
Yeah, you
that.
just
And
told me, yeah, all your appliances.
yeah, so we had, you know, still all the Halloween stuff up, and we have to go to the storage unit to get the Christmas stuff. Like, it's just been a fiasco, and the oven had to go there, and running around for the past few days. Not enough hours in the day anymore, you know?
You're lucky you don't have kids.
Oh
They
my
had a
gosh,
whole nother level.
I don't know if I'd be here if I had kids.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. What
My
what's your plans with the wooden mustache? I'm curious.
so I don't have any crazy plans for it right now. I
That's
definitely
a good
want
thing though.
to,
Like,
yeah, I'm kind of just getting used to posting regularly. um I was doing good at it when I first joined, I think. And then I kind of tailed off, and then I got back on it, and I've gone in like waves of just
mhm.
like, I'm gonna be really active. I'm gonna do this, and I'm just like, oh, and make another reel. Like, it just, it burns me out sometimes, just doing all of the things and working my job.
Right,
Like,
because you
there's,
mean you work in IT, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
I work on ServiceNow, specifically is my expertise right now in our group. So um yeah, I'm thankful that I don't work at my other job. I was had worked there for 8 or 9 years, and I was pushing 90, 100-hour weeks sometimes, and that was for salary. That was not any advantage to me. No
Yeah, that sucks.
overtime,
Nope.
no nothing.
Nope, not my kind of deal
And
either.
I had to draw a line in the sand with my colleague. I was like, dude, we gotta we gotta come in, do our job, and leave after 8 hours. And when stuff's not happening and things aren't getting done, then management's gonna be like, oh, what's going on?
Mhm.
Like, if we're doing the job, there's no reason to hire someone else.
Right, exactly. Yep.
So we gotta work together. And
Yeah.
we eventually got some extra hands and stuff. But by that point I was done. You know, I had no vertical progression in my career there at all. And I was there for 9 years. I was just like, it's all in who you know, I guess.
I get that, dude. 16 years in for me of no progression. I mean, a little bit, and then it just stopped.
Yep. Yep.
So I
It's
get it.
tough.
Well, I was curious, yeah, because like I was watching your post and I was like, I don't know if he makes stuff to sell because I don't think you do. Unless you
I
do.
I've had a few friends ask me, you know, that I know, just, hey, could you make a desk? Could you
Mm-hmm.
make I made a desk for a friend of mine last year. The couple of wedding signs that I've made have been like secret. Um those have just kind of been like a wedding gift,
Yep.
kind of like a congratulations thing. And I would like to set a goal for myself next year to try to sell like $10,000 worth of
Sweet.
something,
What do you want to make?
you know. So I'm gonna do kind of start off with like formal type wear. I have some mustache shaped bow ties that I would like to sell. And I'm probably just gonna do these out of black walnut first.
Okay.
So I'm still prototyping one of the designs. I might try to put some acrylic in between the layers to kind of beef that up.
Okay, that's fun.
Which I'm 50-50 on if the laser is going to be able to cut it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Speaking of, yeah, for what laser you have.
Yeah, just like the cleanliness of the cut versus through wood.
I listened to a podcast earlier all about the different angles the different lasers make and how there's a slight angle on that laser compared to the CO2 laser, which is a straight cut.
Yep, yep. I mean, the panels that I got are sold by Glowforge. I got them at Michael's. And I was like, well, I don't have this laser, but let's see
Why
how it
not?
works.
I didn't
I
even know
mean,
they sold them at Michael's. That's interesting.
yeah, I was actually surprised. They have the little like Glowforge sticker on the
Hmm.
sheets and everything. Didn't know that was a thing.
I guess it's becoming more and more common in the everyday household. People are buying those for themselves, I guess. But that's a huge investment if it's just for your own pleasure. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like you gotta
Yeah.
have just money if that's what you're buying for fun. Today we're going to make the Eiffel Tower. You know,
Ooh.
yeah. Let us play. Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll be making gonna be making some bow ties. I have some um what are they called?
bracelets?
Nope. For a collar on your
Oh,
arm.
cuff.
Cufflinks. I'm gonna make some cufflinks
Cool.
with the mustaches as well as tie clips. I might go with a different design. This might just be this is for my personal collection.
For your evening wear collection.
Imagine the wife comes home, I got my bow tie on. Hey.
You've never turned me on more, sir. That's what you'd hope she'd say. Oh gosh.
I would.
What's your favorite part about the woodworking community?
Um uh just just the willingness to for everyone just to like help out,
Yeah,
you know? Like I like to figure things out on my own for the most part, but um you know, everyone on Instagram is beyond willing to just jump in, and
they're
help
pretty awesome.
help clarify whatever it is, um guide we're all guiding each other, at certain points, I feel like. And that's that's probably one of the best parts that I like about it. And it's a good, I feel like I've become closer with way more people on Instagram. I talk to people more on Instagram than some of my family members. Like it's
Same.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I I don't know. I feel like it's a crazy relationship that I didn't know would even like come from, posting pictures on a social networking site, you know.
Showing people your dust control, like
Yeah.
who knew you'd
Like,
get so much interaction because of that? It's funny.
right? Look at my French cleats. Like I don't know. Like
You do a lot of shop videos though. I gotta say they're fun.
I do. Yeah, they're I've tried to so I have like a reel that my wife and I are gonna try to put together. Because I would like to try to do more, like cameo type goofy
Mm-hmm.
goofy things, maybe mix it up and stuff. But the trouble is finding the audio or I don't want to redo someone's idea too,
You can do your own audio.
yeah.
Don't forget, people, you have your own voice. Use it.
I do.
You don't have to mimic somebody else. You can alter the tone of your voice.
It is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the last good reel my wife and I did was the Steve Harvey one where it was like name something name something that women find unattractive to men, and the girl goes a mustache. So, like I had my
Yeah.
wife like sit at the desk and like pretend to hit the buzzer, and
That's awesome.
like that was kind of like goofy. It was just like, oh, I mean, like that was targeted towards me. Like I have to use it.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Like the the Ace Ventura like a glove quote when I was putting my fridge in and stuff, and I was literally like sliding it in thinking that and stuff, and then later on I found that audio somewhere, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I like actually recorded pushing the fridge in.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like, and it was perfect. But like
Everything is
that's
content. Everything is
I guess
content.
it is. Like I didn't for the longest time I was like, this is boring. When I first started, I was just, like working on something, and I'm like, do all this recording, and I look back through it and I'm like, this is boring me. I can't even imagine what someone
Somebody else
else
would,
would
yeah.
like, like it,
People
but it's
find the
all
most interesting, like sanding. Me spraying, airbrushing black ink on the piece of wood and then sanding it off is very thrilling to people. You never
I
know what
do
they're
like
gonna
that.
find. Yeah.
I do. I'm one of those people. I'm just like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Ooh, look at it. Because it's so damn satisfying. I love seeing it, but like I never thought that other people would enjoy seeing those things too. So
Yeah.
I think it is funny with the whole everything is content. It's a fun, catchy thing in your head to make you realize that while you're doing the thing, it's just pull out the damn camera. Like just film like I know
Yep.
you don't want to, but just film like a snippet, 2-3
Yeah.
seconds.
I actually bought a second phone to record with, um, just with, I don't know, for Instagram Live sometimes, if you have a second phone, that's super helpful to be able to
Oh,
like
to navigate all the
talk to
questions.
people and stuff if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Without because like I have my phone on a tripod, and every time I like wave at someone, it like my camera's like, hey, going for a ride.
No, yeah.
Um, yeah, that and as a second shot for doing some of the cuts and stuff. And I was talking to someone, and they were just like, so like how would you set up, like multiple angles and stuff? I'm like, you just have to think about, like where you're gonna start, where you're gonna finish. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you're doing a chamfer on the edge of a table or something, maybe like put one on the end of the shot and put one on the beginning, or
Yeah,
like
have fun with it.
do an
I love
overhead view.
anything that you can get like the camera is filmed like you're interacting with it. Some of my
Yes.
favorite shots.
Yep. Like when Lee from Regal Street put his phone through his planer.
Oh, yes. People are crazy. First of all,
Just like, oh, yep, that's what it looks like.
I'll power carve towards mine, but then I'll zoom into it. I won't get too close. You can always adjust it later. But yeah, when they put their phones and things, I was like, wow. I mean, I'm sure you tested out the width and all that. You knew it'd be fine, but
Yep,
still, it's scary.
it is.
Like expensive piece of equipment.
Right? Yeah, we'll see.
Nice to have that option. So it sounds like
Yeah.
okay, because I was curious of what you want to do with the whole situation with like, Instagram and content creation. Because I know you work a job in IT and I know how stressful that
Yep.
is and how exhausting that is. So big
And
question, laser or CNC, what's next in your future?
CNC for sure.
CNC first?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I might even, do a wall mounted Onefinity.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought about doing something like that. I just can't wrap my head around doing all the different hold downs and stuff that I would have to do because it's vertical.
Yeah. I
So
see it and I mean I understand. I just think of what a pain it is to put the wood on it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
where my
I
mind
mean,
goes.
I mean, my laser is I can like slightly move the camera. So that 2x4 crossbar that's like
Yep.
diagonal in the corner there, that's where my laser is right now. And I thought it would be really awesome having it, up high and stuff and out of the way because I mean, I don't need to stand over the laser and watch it do its job and stuff. So I moved that up there and I'm not going to tell anyone that I hate it, but I hate it.
I was gonna say it's too. I would hate it too. That's way too out
it's
of the
it,
way.
like step ladder every time.
Oh
It's
no.
it's it's frustrating. But I do have a Wise WYZE camera
Mm-hmm.
that's mounted inside the enclosure, and that will go through to my Fire TV.
Oh,
So
that's
I
nice.
have the TV right on the other side of the enclosure, so I can
Yeah.
just look up at the TV. I mean, it's not a straight overhead view, but like it's a diagonal. If there's
Mm-hmm.
if there's a fire, I can see it. I was trying to burn some. I was trying to burn some. I didn't think it was too thick plywood, but I guess some plywood is just like with all the glue together and stuff. It
Doesn't
can't
cut nice.
it can't cut through it all that fast and stuff. So I had air assist on, and I was on the phone with someone. I don't remember. And I think it was Jason. I was on the phone with Jason, and some I didn't like the setting or something, and I stopped the laser. However, the air assist was still going, and it had charred the piece, and the air assist was just blowing more fuel into
Oh
the
no.
flame, and it just started. I didn't get any of it on camera, and I had to
Oh,
like
sounds stressful.
quickly unplug the power cord for the air assist. But that would have been perfect content, like I didn't. I only had one phone and I was using it.
Well, you've remedied that.
Yep.
I can't believe that outfit that you had for Lee's video. That was the best. The unicorn.
Oh my gosh,
Hilarious.
that's come yeah, that I'm surprised that actually fits.
Something you've had for a while, is it?
No, we got married in 2018, and my bachelor party was like September, October of 2017. And that was one of two unicorn outfits that I had to wear for my bachelor party.
Oh, I love it.
We went paintballing first in the morning, and I had like a unicorn like hat on, and I had long sleeves, and then I had like leggings basically, and I was all like multicolored and everything. I don't know what happened to that like get up, but it was covered in paintball. Like I
That's funny though.
I was stuck out like a sore thumb on the field. It was just like, oh, where's Matt? Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone shoot
So
at
you're
Matt.
saying you've always liked to stand out, hence the mustache.
That was not by choice at all. I had zero choice. That was forced upon me.
Oh,
And then
geez.
the outfit that I had in Lee's video was one that I had to wear at night around the campfire and everything. So, and that was a never. I haven't worn a onesie since I was like, a kid. And that thing's soft. It's comfy.
That's not what I was expecting you to say. You're
It's
like, and now I wear it every week. It's my new fun couch,
oh
comfy, cozy area. Oh my God. I couldn't, I thought you were going to say like it was like super uncomfortable because I don't think I could pull that off. But it was
yeah,
hilarious. Like the way that it was did your wife film it for you?
yes, she did.
The
And
way she panned and stuff out, it was great.
we had better luck with another one of Lee's video a while back. Because I wanted there's this stupid like piano thing where he like puts his hands out and he does the
Oh,
like back
yes.
and
Yeah.
forth. I practiced that inside the house and stuff. And I was like watching some YouTube video. Like I had to watch it. I had to watch it in incognito mode so it didn't like skew my YouTube stuff. And I watched, and like I would do it to my wife, and she's like, "No, that's not it at all." And I was like, "Well, whatever.
You're
I'll
like, not good enough,
just
not good enough.
give it a good old college try." And I totally forgot to do it. I didn't even remember.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
it's actually helpful having her help me record, because if it's just me, I'll hit a spot and just be like, nope, throw it out, do it over, throw it
Done.
out, do it over. She's out here and she's like, nope, that's fine. I was just like, oh.
All right.
Okay.
At least she's willing to come out there and do it. It's definitely like
Yes.
pulling teeth to get my husband to do that kind of stuff. He's like an old man, I swear. Like he's younger than me, but he acts like he's an old man. Like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Oh, it's after 8.
Yeah, exactly. Do I really have to go out there? It's cold. Why? Like, please. I know it's only 25 degrees out, but please come film me. I hope you enjoyed getting to know Matt. He is a great person and I really, really love him. So I'm glad that we were able to sit down and chit chat for a little bit. If you're looking for more content, I'm actually going to be interviewing Jimmy DeResta tonight on Sabertooth's channel on their Instagram page. So check that out. It'll be posted directly on their page after the interview, and I'm really excited for it. So tune into that, and then I'm also going live with the winners for the Workbench Cons wall control contest, and just a huge congratulations to Mary Lou, Luke, Sam, and Leslie on your win. They all submitted really funny and creative videos that showed their passion for either getting wall control or how much they really wanted to go to Workbench Con. So really appreciate that participation. Keep your eyes out for more contests and things and ways to get involved. And if you're going to buy a ticket and you haven't done that yet, use NIGHTCARVER in all caps and that'll save you $50 off. A huge thank you to Sabertooth for sponsoring this show. They're going to be at Workbench Con in March with Cecilia carving for us, and I am pumped. I'm going to be doing a little bit of social media for them. Obviously, I'll be doing social media for Workbench Con, so if you're going to be there, come by and say hello. All right, have a great week. Thanks for listening. Bye.